So again, this is just going to be like a info session about where you're going to do your coursework and how we're going to communicate. So this area is going to be where we're going to communicate, and I'll be here every day. I'm going to set up some times for y'all. I kind of wanted to see what times would be good for you. Like if you want me to be here in the morning and in like the late afternoon, I can do that. So like I said, this is going to be kind of the go-to place. This group that I created. But first things first, I do miss y'all very much. I am very bored at home and I do miss teaching. So just know that. All right. So, like I said, the conferencing with Miss Garcia is going to be our new home base. Everything that you guys ask me, all the resources you need, I'm going to put it here instead of in your individual Schoology courses. That way it'll just be easier. It's a one-stop shop for everything. Okay. So within this course, you have your updates, and this is where I'm going to post any information that you need to know. I'll also post deadlines when it comes to Ingenuity because you guys really do need to be staying on track with Ingenuity. There's going to be a lot of responsibility put on you. You need to be spending at least 30 minutes a day for each of your courses, okay? Now, it's going to look like a lot, but it's relatively easy. But if you have any questions, you're going to come back to this group page and you can ask questions. And I'll show you where to do that. I also have uploaded how-to guides for both Ingenuity and Schoology Conference if you have any questions. And I've put those in this course. And so I'm also going to post weekly discussions. Now, I'm not going to require that you participate in this because basically it's just kind of where you're going to put your questions that you have for me. Let's say you're struggling with a concept or a certain assignment that you have in Ingenuity. Go ahead and put your question in there, and yours will be separated from English 2, so it'll say English 1, and that way when I do join the conferences, I can specifically address that, or I can even address it at that moment just through the discussion board. Does that make sense? Okay, yeah. Awesome. Okay. So also in discussions, that way you'll also be able to reference it back because I won't delete them. So if you have a question and you remember somebody else asked it, you can review it there too. All right. So this is where we're going to also have our resources. Now, in this resource page, I also included an Ingenuity link. So you can actually just click that link and it'll take you to Ingenuity. And then you can sign in. You're going to be using the same sign-in you have for Schoology and Ingenuity. Now, I know some of you were having trouble logging on, but they weren't supposed to activate it until tomorrow. But I do know some students have been able to get in today, okay? But you do want to go ahead and check on that. All your core classes and foreign language will be in Ingenuity. So I really want you to go into the resources and look at the how-to page. It's going to have some videos on how to use it, how to navigate it, and exactly what you need to do. Again, if you have any questions about it, come to the discussion board and put those questions in there and we can get them addressed. I will be having conferences for the English classes throughout the day, so you know, whether you do it in the morning or the afternoon, I'll be here, okay? But you have to stay on target because these are going to be your grades. Everything that you do in there, that I'm not even recording grades. I have no control over it. So it really is going to be up to you to make sure you complete all the work, okay? If there's any questions, email me, hit me on Remind, put it in discussion. Don't be afraid to ask, okay? Even if it's about another course and you're confused and you can't get a hold of that teacher, reach out to me and I can try to find them for you. Does that sound good? Yes, no, maybe so? Okay, cool. And so I am going to be adding other resources to this because I do have access to what your courses look like. So if there's anything that I feel like a couple of you guys are struggling with, I'll put resources up here. So from now on, just come to this page. I'm not really going to be putting anything in your courses pages anymore. It'll all be here. And I'm going to create a folder for English 1 and for English 2, and that's where I'll put your stuff, okay? Like I said, it's just pretty simple. Okay, so this is where we're going to be holding conferences. Now, if you can use the chat, tell me about what times do you think would be best for me to hold these for you, for me to answer your questions? Because I know now that you're not in school, you're probably going to bed late, getting up late. So I'm not going to try to be here at 8 o'clock in the morning. What is a good time for y'all? 1 or 2? 1. So afternoon session seems to be working best. Okay. So what I'll do is let's go ahead and say Monday through Friday, I will hold a conference from 1 to 2, and let's just say from 4 to 5, just in case. Would that work? That gives you 2 sections. You don't have to show up. You just show up if you have questions. Okay, so we'll set that up for English 1. So English 1 will be 1 to 2 and 4 to 5. And then don't be afraid to ask questions in between those times. You can just throw it in the discussion board. Or again, do not forget to sign up for Remind, because I'm going to be posting a lot of updates in here. And that's the easiest way for me to get a hold of you guys, okay? All right. So that's what we'll be doing. And when you do come in, you can turn on your microphones and I can mute you so you can talk to me. Just don't turn on the video, okay? All right. So are there any specific questions do you guys have for me? Does everybody understand how to get into Ingenuity? Okay. Again, I did provide a link to it. And also, I really want you to go through those how-to guides. They won't take that long, and it shows you different ways to get to the Ingenuity. Make sure you have all your core courses. So again, remember, the courses that are going to be in Ingenuity are going to be your English, math, science, social studies, and foreign language, okay? So you want to make sure when you log in, you see all those courses. If you do not, make sure you reach out to your teacher for that class, because you don't want to fall behind. Again, 30 minutes per class per day. It's good. Like I said, it's going to look like a lot. Even when I opened it, I was like, oh my God, that's a lot of work. But it's super simple. I think you guys are going to ace it. It's not going to be that much of a problem for y'all. For your electives, most of your teachers are going to be reaching out to you because they will be holding their classes through Schoology with conferences like this. So if you have problem with your technology, if you're having trouble with your internet, you don't have internet, you don't have a device. Some of your parents have already reached out to me about the devices, but if you, for some reason, you need something when it comes to tech, email me and I will make sure it's taken care of, okay? I'm not sure how fast it's going to be, but I'll get it taken care of for you. Does that sound fair? Yes, no, maybe so? Okay. So, all right. Again, we don't know how long this is going to go on. I do have some good news for you guys. So, because we're not in school and because things are crazy, you guys are exempt from the English 1 star, and you'll never have to take it again. So you guys get a free pass this year. So that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I thought you'd like that. So yeah, so no star. Well, actually, not just English star, no algebra star, and no biology star. So you guys get a free ride for your freshman year. Devin, that's a good question. Right now, they're hoping that we'll go back in April, but as you can tell, the world's a little crazy right now. So we don't know, but we're hoping. But even if we don't, you're going to be fine. You're going to get credit for this semester, and you will be able to move on. Like I said, just make sure you keep up with your grades. So when you do get into Ingenuity, it's going to say actual grade. Whatever that actual grade is, that's the grade that you will get on your report card. So make sure you keep that as a good grade, or if you're struggling, that you reach out to your teachers, okay? I'm trying to think what else. But I do want you guys to get on the Remind so that if I find out anything, I can share it with you. Whether it's going back, whether it's they're changing something, if they're adding more to Ingenuity, those types of things. But I think with the coursework that I've been having you do versus what's in Ingenuity, this is going to be a cakewalk for you guys. You guys are really smart and you catch on quick. It's not going to be that big of a deal. So, do you all have my email address? Okay. Okay. So there should never be a reason that you guys don't reach out to me or have a way to contact me. I gave you Remind, discussion boards here through Schoology, through the group. Remember, this is our one-stop shop all the time now. Check it every day if you can, just to make sure about updates. You can email me through Schoology as well. All right. And then you have my regular email. So, like I said, it was pretty quick. I just really wanted to touch base with you, make sure you guys feel okay about going into Ingenuity. If you have trouble logging in, email me and I'll get with tech to make sure. If you need tech, email me. I'll make sure you get it. So basically, it's just going to be a lot of you just trying to keep in contact with me and making sure that you're passing, okay? I want you guys to move on to the 10th grade and, be successful. So other than that, just no matter what, I know the world is crazy right now. I want you to stay safe. I know it's a little chaotic and crazy, but we're going to get through it. And again, if you have any questions, even with your other classes, please feel free to reach out to me and I'll help you. You guys got any questions? I see people typing. And don't forget, I am going to go ahead and post the recording of this conference into the group page. So that way you can go back and review it and see it. I'm also going to post the presentation. So everything we do, just like when we're in class, everything we do, I'm going to post it in Schoology, but under the group. What happens if someone... Yeah, yeah. As long as you don't, as long as you finish your work, right? And I think if you have like a doctor's excuse, I don't think they're going to be like, you can't pass because you have coronavirus. But hopefully you guys are staying inside. I know it's boring beyond measure. It's so boring. But just stay inside, be safe. There's no reason for us to be outside right now. Don't get in trouble because if you do go out right now, you can get in trouble. So just, hunker down, do your work. You have plenty of time to do it. Sleep, play video games, watch anime. I would say read, but I think only a few of you will read. So, but any questions? All right. Well, cool. Well, I do miss you guys so much. Y'all drive me crazy, but nobody makes me laugh quite like y'all do. So I can't wait to see y'all. I'm crossing my fingers we do go back sooner than later. But if not, I'm still here. Just reach out to me and you will see. I'll be back tomorrow from 1 to 2 and then 4 to 5. All right. Well, y'all be safe and I'll see you later. Bye.